Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I was inspired by the Macaroon palette from I Heart Revolution. It looks like this on the inside, to create a bit of a beachy look with the colour tones on this. It reminds me of the beach just a little bit, so I thought I would create this look, and if you want to see how I did it, then keep watching. So I've actually already got most of my makeup on, my foundation, my highlight, my bronze, my brows are done. Everything's done except for my eyes and my lips. It looks so weird looking into the viewfinder and seeing like my face like done up, but then my eyes just nothing. It's a weird look. I'm someone who does like my face before I do my eyes. I know people do eyes and then face. I don't know how people can do that, but good on them. So yes, I will list below the products I use my face if you are interested, but let's just get into the palette. So this is the Macaroons palette from I Heart Revolution, part of Makeup Revolution. It is a seriously stunning palette. Look at those like pops of blue. It's just so pretty, and when I saw this and when I made a little caption, draft caption to post on Instagram, I said beach vibes because it reminds me of the beach. You've got your like browns and different shades of browny, yellowy shades for the sand, and then you've got your like your turquoise and greeny sort of shades for the water, and some darker colors for like, you know, further out into the water. So I wanted to create a beach look, and I was very conflicted as to whether I wanted to go an all blue look with a bit of brown or a brown look with a bit of blue. And I thought I would actually do a brown one with a pop of blue, mainly because it's sort of like what I would usually do when I want a pop of colour. I'll do a brown eye with my lower lash line being a different colour, but I definitely want to do it the other way around as well. I am very tempted to do like one eye one way and the other eye reversed, but I want to film more videos after this, so I can't really do that. But yeah, I'm just going to create a pretty basic beachy vibey sort of look with this. I don't really know what I'm doing, but yeah, let's just go. So before we actually get into doing things, I just want to share with you guys what brushes I'm using. So these are the brushes, if they will focus on the brushes. So these are the brushes that I'm going to be using. These three are from designer brands, part of their Dream brush collection. These are the 3 eye brushes that were included. These are so good. I'm also going to be using this little what's it called, just called a professional eyeshadow brush. This is from ELF, so Elf Cosmetics. Plus I'm also going to be probably using this end of this brush from Avon. This was part of a brush collection years ago and I still really like it. It's a really good angled brush. So yeah, these are the 5 brushes I will be using, just a heads up if you want to know. Okay, so I'm just going to take the crease brush and go into this really light shade down here called Almonds. I will say the thing with this palette is that it's an 18 pan palette, 14 of which are shimmers. So we'll see how we go. The good thing is the brown tones are all of your mattes, so like your really wearables are your mattes. I think this is exactly my skin tone. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this slightly darker shade Chocolate. By the way, these chocolate palettes smell like chocolate. They're not fancy chocolate by any means. It's like that very cheap chocolate, fake chocolate scent. But chocolate nonetheless. Then I'm just going to take the slightly darker shade next to it. It's a little bit, I don't know, slightly more red tone. It's called Heavenly Bite. I really like these. I really like the I Heart Revolution palettes that have the names on it. I have 2 that do and 2 that don't. And I really like having the names. It's just, I don't know, it's more fun having names actually written on the palette. I wish more brands would do it, particularly not having the names on the back of the palette. That just is frustrating. Sitting this close to my palette, because it's like right here, I'm using the mirror for it, I can smell all the chocolate. Then I'm just going to go in a little bit more with this slightly darker tone here. They look very much the same. I did just swatch them. This is Heavenly Bite, which we just used, and then this is the one I'm about to use. So they're very, very similar. If you're just looking at them in the pan, they look the same, but this is Baked with Love. It's only slightly darker. So I've just dipped back into chocolate, so that was the first dark shade, just to blend up a little bit, and I'm just going into almonds to soften it. Almonds was the very first shade we used, the non-existent skin tone one kind of thing. So I want to go in now with some shimmers. I really like this shade here, which I will just swatch. This is called Dessert, and it's this really beautiful, like, yellow with a bit of a green shift to it, which I really want to use. But first I'm going to go into this shade here called Whisk. It's just a really nice gold, like a coppery sort of gold. I don't really know. And I also want to kind of go in with this one, Meringue. It's a slightly more orange tone, coppery, slightly different orange tone. I want to use, like, I don't want to go too shimmery, but like when you think of the sand at the beach, like it's all different colors, and with the sunlight, you know, it reflects and glints. So I kind of want to get a bit of that without going too over the top crazy, because obviously we're doing blue underneath, so I don't want like a super, I don't want a super shimmery look on the lid. Right, so I found that these shimmers in the I Heart Revolution palettes apply a little bit better with your finger. So now I'm going to go into Dessert, which was that yellow color, and do on the inner, not necessarily right on the inner corner, but like the inner part of my eye. Because it's got a bit of a shift to it, it's not like super intense, but it's still really nice. I'm also going to pop a bit of Coconut, which is this light shade here, and maybe I'll dip into Sugar Coated as well. This is more of a hollow shift, and this is like a white kind of thing. I just kind of want to put a bit of both. For now, I'll come back to that. So I think I'm gonna leave the lids for now. Time to go for the bottom. So there are obviously 3 really good shades in this palette. There is this one here called Nom Nom. This one here called Sweet Treat. Then there is this really nice green up here which will complement the yellowy one I've used, which is called Icing. Plus I really think I want to try and use one of these which are Finishing Touch and Dazzling. I don't know. First I'm going to put some liner on though. I'm going to use the I Heart Revolution eyeliner, so I'm looking for like quad pen. If you saw my Glam Reader mystery bag haul, you would have seen I hauled this. It's this really cool 4-point eyeliner pen, and there's a blue on there which is a really nice blue which I think will be good to use. So you just pop it down and then screw it to get some out, which I've already used this before. So okay, so it's really nice. It's pigmented, but it's not like really dark and really like thick coating, which is fine. So actually then we just went over the slight inner corner bit. I don't know if you guys can see a lot, maybe just a little bit, with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the blue shade. It's this really nice dark, like nice blue. So kind of just to darken the inner corner up a little bit, but this is really nice, really worthwhile. Okay, so the blues in this palette are shimmers. So under my eyes are going to be shimmery. I don't really want them to be too shimmery, but we'll just play around. We'll see how we go. I don't really know what to dip into. I'm just going to go straight into Nom Nom here because it's just really beautiful and really bright. So I'm just picking that up on my angled brush. That looks really nice against the darkish liner. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right, so just taking that not all the way, it kind of goes, yeah. Ooh, I picked up. It kind of goes like, you know, the brush fits in the gap that I haven't filled in. Kind of just goes to about here-ish. Oh, this is difficult to do, like trying to remember to keep everything in focus but also trying to get close to my mirror without then lifting the mirror up. See, I'm not a makeup guru. Okay, I think I've done them pretty much the same. That's right, we're going to blend it all together and out anyway. I'm just gonna, because I darkened up the outer corner, I'm just gonna go in with, I think, Finishing Touch, because this is more of a grey steely colour, whereas this is nice and blue, or a bit more blue. I'm just gonna get a little bit on my brush and just like blend it into the corners. You guys can't see. Just enough to kind of, you know, darken it a little bit, but not too much. I kind of wish there was actually a matte blue in this palette. I feel like you would be able to create really good looks if you just had, I mean, you can still create really good looks with all blue shimmers, but I think it'd be really cool if there was a matte blue just to kind of tie everything together a little more. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Sweet Treat here, so that's the slightly lighter blue, and just kind of sweep that in here a little bit, not taking it to the corner though. And then I'm going to take the Icing, which is green, and I'm going to put that on the lower inner corner, I suppose that's how you say it. Not too much because I don't want it to be a green look, but it'll blend in with the yellow on top.
I don't really know how well that is coming out, but oh yeah, a little bit.
don't really think this needs too much blending, but I'm going to smoke it just a little bit and blend it a little bit with like the flat brush. And then I just went back in with coconut to finish off the inner corner a little bit. Otherwise I think we're done. So then to finish off with a lip, this is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Donut. I was thinking of doing a nude lip, but this is a really nice bright coral and it felt very like summery and kind of beachy and bright and like fun and something to hopefully complement the eyes. I haven't tested to see if this is gonna like work at all with what I've done, but we're just gonna dive right in. Who cares? So it does look obviously very, well, it goes with my nails. It obviously looks very bright, particularly because of my hair. It is quite a neon coral color, and I will admit when I first bought it I was like, oh my god, I can't wear this, but I do actually really like it, and I do think I need to wear it more. It's a very nice summer color. I thought it would actually go really well with the eye look. I think it does. Let me know what you think. But it kind of just felt like beachy and fun and summery and a little bit bright, and yeah, what do you guys think? So yeah, this is my beach vibes kind of look using the Macaroon palette from Revolution. You know, just a little bit of color, a little bit of fun, but still super wearable, and yeah, I like it. What do you guys think? Let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you would like me to create this same look by using all blues on my lid, and creating a bit more of a blue look. I'm playing around with this palette a little bit more. If you've not seen, definitely go and check out my Glam Radar mystery haul unboxing Revolution Makeup Revolution video, and if there is a palette or product in that video that you would like me to talk about, let me know. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon with another one. Bye!